Welcome, Naysayer Nation. We are back for the Aftershow podcast. This is a glorious time to be alive if you are a gamer. Uh, not so much if you work at Xbox right now, but for for uh, for people who play the game, it's been a pretty great time to a great time to be alive. We had absolutely massive month in pretty much all aspects. We got the World Cup going on. Of course, we had the Knicks upsetting the Spurs to win their first championship in 50
Boo.
years. I'm glad, as long as it's not, as much as I don't like Knicks fans, I'm glad it's not Thunder because I hate the Thunder more.
I don't know, man. New York fans are awful.
They are pretty terrible, but I think I hated the Thunder a little more. but I am glad that we got at least some good hoops. We got the draft coming up on Tuesday, and probably Giannis getting traded as well. So a lot to look forward to. But gaming wise, holy, we had the Summer Game Fest, we had the State of Play, we had the Xbox Showcase, the Nintendo Direct with the surprise Kingdom Hearts 4 reveal. There's new Spider-Man 2 content. We got the GTA 6 pre-orders and cover art complete with all the bisexual lighting to make the Chuds angry. We got everything. We got everything this month. So we're going to recap everything, especially around Summer Game Fest, because a certain somebody next to me was in attendance over in Cali, so got to rub shoulders, elbows, and other body parts with the elites of the industry, and he's got some stories to tell. But first, how you doing, Mr. Shockless?
It's been an interesting couple weeks. So yeah, I mean, nothing too crazy. Just went to California, came home, and here we are. Very
He's
boring.
yeah, he's trying not to give it away to early. I see you, professional broadcaster. What's up to the chat? Shout out to Geo for being in the chat literally the second I posted the link to the YouTube went live. Appreciate you. What's up, Gabe uh, Gabe Bond? What's up, Old Man Eastwood? What's up, Calvin? Super Patrick? What's up, Steven? What's up, Travis? How's everyone doing? Uh, thank thank you, Gabe. I appreciate it. I did a little extra for that video today, trying to tighten up my scripts a little more, especially for the longer stuff. Glad you appreciated it. I enjoyed writing it. I liked it, and it's doing okay so far. What's up, one take? Yep. So we got a lot to go over. Thank you for sharing, Jesse. I guess let's start with Summer Game Fest first, since someone here has firsthand experience, and from what you told me, you were able to get direct confirmation about one of the biggest things that came out of the weekend, which was the panic about Marvel's Blade. Uh, among all, I think that's kind of when things started unraveling after Xbox had that big showcase. Jeff Grubb speculated that Blade might be that he thought the game might be dead, and then everyone just kind of ran with it and thought he meant this was a Jeff Grubb declaration, and then he clarified, "Oh no, I was speculating." Then he checked, and his sources told him that there was a reason they didn't show it, and it's not because it's dead. The game is still fine. They had a statement come out later from the devs saying the game is still in development, but then we had the reports of the mass layoffs, and someone from Insider Gaming speculated that Arcane, who's making Blade, might is might be in danger of being one of the several studios getting closed down. So, Jay, help us cl- get rid of our fear. what's going on with Blade as someone who was literally there with the people who made
I
it.
literally have absolutely no idea whatsoever. But I can say I did watch the Jeff Grubb thing happen in real time. I could never. I don't know what it is, but like I think he's just so loved there that like every time he's walking around, he's with like 5 other people,
Yep.
and I keep like waiting for an opportunity to kind of get one on one, and just eludes me. Um,
Howard.
I did. I kind of was in the orbit of everybody talking about it, and him kind of explaining to everybody that was in the group huddle, if you will, um, like what he was saying. And I mean, obviously, you covered that, so it was kind of weird to see it like actually happening, and then like look on Twitter and see like everybody talking about it. Yeah, it was definitely I don't know,
The
interesting.
perk, the perks of being a Hollywood big shot. You got to see it.
Yes.
You got to see it live.
Yeah, yeah. It was a weird summer game fest because I got some good appointments. That was cool. But like I screwed up. I thought the Xbox showcase was on Saturday,
Yeah.
and I didn't book stuff for Saturday. So
You're just
that
walking
did
around.
not
So you just walk
well,
around holding your dick.
no. So what I ended up doing is I was able to like get an appointment with Magic the Gathering, and that was awesome because
They got the new Marvel stuff, right?
they had all the new Marvel stuff. So I walked away with lots of cool prizes because
Ooh.
Riley, the one of the PR guys, like I was walking over there, I had heard that you know, we might be able to just like schedule something, and I was like, I don't know. I've worked with them before, and then as I'm walking up to their booth, I just hear, "Hey Jay, how you doing?" And it was my PR contact for Marvel Rivals,
Ooh.
Riley. So he was handling the Magic the Gathering booth. So that worked out really well because he also gave me a sweet swag bag. Look at this. It's a deck
Doctor
box.
Doom. Ooh.
All right. I got some pretty sweet cards. I got like 5 packs of cards. I got a really good Ultron card with
Ooh.
like a little holographic thing. That's like a mythic. Um, Another cool card I got was this Winter Soldier, which is like a
Ooh.
full art. I got these cool like Scarlet Witch um, things. This Fin Fang Foom is also a foil, and it is also a
Damn.
rare.
Damn.
And then a Wolverine that was a rare. So
Ooh.
that was pretty
Oh,
cool.
looks like you're ready for your next Magic the Gathering tournament.
Yeah, you know, it's I. You know, the funny thing is that so I have my one of my best friends, guy named Mark. He goes by Madman. I have this card on my desk, in this like huge brick. It is Phage the Untouched, and exactly 12 years ago today is the last time I actually played Magic the Gathering, and it is when I was uninvited from playing Magic the Gathering ever again.
Nice.
To understand this, Madman has actually played in national tournaments. Like he's qualified and like traveled. I know he played one in like Washington D.C. and one of our other friends has been in even bigger tournaments. So like he plays at a very competitive level. And they did this thing called the draft where you have this booster box.
Right.
Everybody takes a pack. You open the pack. You take the card you want. You pass the pack, and it just goes around until you have
And
a deck.
you build a deck, yeah.
So I pulled that Phage card, okay, and I looked at the card and I read it and I said, "This makes no sense," because the card says, "When Phage the Untouchable enters the battlefield, if you didn't cast it from your hand, you lose the game." So that's crazy. So that means if you just randomly pull it and have to play it from like some other card, you just lose. Whenever Phage deals combat damage to a creature, destroy that creature. It can't be regenerated. And then the last one whenever Phage deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. So if you use this card to attack and they can't block it and take damage, they just lose.
Yeah.
So we were playing this way where it was like 4 people. I didn't really understand it, but Madman had blocked with all of his blockers, and then it was my turn. And I looked at him and went, oh. And he looks at me and goes, it doesn't matter. Phage doesn't have haste. Which means usually when you play the card, you have to wait a full turn.
Yeah.
What he didn't know is this deck was called Conspiracy. And I also got a card that I didn't show anybody. And it said, at the beginning of the game, write down a card in your deck and designate it. Like, basically write it down, put it in the card, and put this card face down. That character gains haste. So
and you wrote down Phage.
I wrote down Phage because I read the card, and even though I had never played Magic before, I understood what it meant. So I flipped over that card and showed him once I played Phage. He looked at the card and just packed his shit up. Didn't say a word, just packed his shit up and walked away. So, and he happened to also be my supervisor at work. So the next day, yeah. So like the next day when I went into work, I like photoshopped the card on a paper, and on the top it said how Jay got uninvited from Magic the Gathering, and then in quotations, it doesn't matter. Phage doesn't have haste. Mark, and then the date, which was June 21st, 2014. So
this is the equivalent of a high-ranking Yu-Gi-Oh player casually playing a friend and losing to Exodia.
yeah. I don't know what that means, but like it was a pretty epic play, and I had fun telling that story to the Magic people, and they understood it first of all, because I don't always know the story the best, but yeah, man, it was a fun thing. So I don't play Magic, but I do like opening cards. So I've gotten some of the Final Fantasy cards. I got the Spider-Man set, and I got another set. I don't remember what it was off the top of my head right now. But I do have these on pre-order, so I'm very much looking forward to them. But long story short, I got in on that. And then IGN had their IGN Next Fest or something like that. So that was at another location. It was like $25 to get in. I did go over to that for a little while because I had a fan reach out to me and say that they were going to be at that. And I was like, well, I fucked up this day, so I might as well go over there. It was, if you were not in the industry, it was something cool to go to for sure. But yeah, that's wild too. But yeah, I went over there for a little bit, and then I went back over to campus because that's where the free food was. And I walked around, met people, and it wasn't the best, most useful use of my day, but it is what it is. So then Sunday, I did get to go to Xbox.
Oh, nice!
Which was awesome.
Did they have it like in a building, the showcase, or
it was the same place they had it when I went like 2 years ago? It's at the Academy Award Museum. So it's actually a pretty big thing. I've got like all my pictures uploading to my phone right now. So as soon as I get those downloaded, I can show some pictures and stuff.
Perfect.
But yeah, it was just a really cool place. They had that new 25th anniversary Xbox on display. It's nice. I mean, it's a collector's edition box. Some people made like way too big of a deal about it, like both positive and negative. It was like some of the comments on my video were like really weird. Like, first of all, there's somebody else talking in the video, and I didn't realize that it would pick up as much as it did. But like, he was saying some pretty fanboyish shit, if I'm being real. And I'm listening to him, I'm like, God, these people think that's me, damn. So
Xbox
they were definitely glazing it for sure, like no doubt about it. But yeah, needless to say, it's a nice collector's Xbox. I definitely want one. My
Right.
badge did not say fan, so I'm not getting a free one. Uh,
Stuff.
yeah, that's unfortunate, but
It does say JayShockblast, so that also should get you a free one.
hopefully, I mean, I got a contact with them, so we'll see what happens.
So what was Asha's aura like in person?
Let me tell you, she rolled in to the Summer Game Fest Playdays campus with Aaron Greenberg. I think she was also with Matt Booty and two other people. She was wearing this like Forza like leather jacket and aviators, and she looked like a fucking mafia boss walking in. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when I saw her, I was like, oh shit, she had like mega aura.
Oh,
But I did not run into her at the Xbox thing. I think she bailed pretty quick, so can't say I blame her. But
I mean, it was a. I mean, apart from no Blade, it was a really good Xbox show.
Yeah, it really was.
The problem was everything after that happened after that came out after the Xbox show.
Yeah,
but I enjoyed it because I was streaming the show. Jay was there in person. I was there in spirit, co-streaming it, and I thought it was a great show. We found out Jeff. It was actually this funny thing beforehand where Jeff Grubb had reported that at the last minute Xbox was shifting to make Gears of War E-Day an Xbox exclusive instead of it coming to PlayStation. And then, but then there was the ESRB rating that had it rated for PlayStation, and then supposed store leak that had it listed for PlayStation. So people were like, "Oh, who's right, Jeff Grubb or Walmart?" And it was just kind of this whole thing. And then Asha comes out, and as soon as I saw the look on her face, I was like, "She's fucking made it exclusive." I called it on stream.
When she announced that everybody was getting that Xbox, it was cool being there. Like those people, the fans that were there, just went crazy. It was actually really cool. I felt really good for them because like those are some like the most loyal Xbox fans
for sure.
So I thought that was super cool. But
hopefully they're not the ones in my chat calling me a pony.
Oh, yeah, I don't have any control over that. So, but yeah, that event was really cool. Got some cool swag. I don't have it with me, but I got like a water bottle that's kind of like this, and it has like Xbox here, and then they like laser etched my screen name there. So that's really nice, and some T-shirts and hoodies and jackets and all that good stuff. So let's see. I think the pictures should have downloaded.
So, what was your favorite game from the Xbox show?
Clockwork Revolution, for sure.
Yeah,
I was
a popular one.
I was excited about that one anyway. But like because they had shown it before, but like that I think was the one I was most excited for. Okay, I got a bunch of pictures. I'm gonna kind of like burn through them real quick, because I just literally just threw everything up that I could. So this is
any feet pics, Jay?
No feet pics.
Damn.
This was on my drive over. We've got the Masters of the Universe sign, as you can see. Nice. I was very excited about that. And then we had a little Lego Batman sighting. Another Masters of the Universe sign, another one. Then there was still a Borderlands 4 sign up for some reason, which is kind of cool. It's on Manny Pacquiao's Prime Boxing. I thought that was kind of cool. That was where we parked. Oh, we went to this Mexican place before. That's queso. It was like delightful. That was my burrito. Delightful. All right, so this dude, his name is Corey Lay. He's on one of my favorite shows called The Challenge. And I randomly see him walking around, and like I waited for him and I found him and I'm like, oh hey man, big fan of the show, But if you look at his shirt, I read up about him after. I think he works on that Crossfire game. Because that's his shirt is the dev. Yeah, because his profile says he's a video game dev. and that shirt right there is the Crossfire dev. So I was like, oh, it's kind of random that he's at this play at the outside of the Dolby Theater, but I guess it wasn't.
Now it makes sense. Mighty Keith.
Now this is the one that I was excited. I messaged you like immediately on this one because I saw him. I dropped your name. He follows me now. He's liked a few of my tweets. I said we want to get him on the podcast. Like literally the one job I knew I had is if I saw Jeff Grubb, and of course if I see Mighty Keith, I had to do it. So he was super cool. I saw him a few more times at Playdays, and he said hi every time. So we're known a little bit more now.
WJ finally did his job. Finally did his job.
Did my job. So there we are. I did not like this theater as much as the YouTube theater, but it was still cool to be there. This is Edith, aka Blitzwinger. She was Blitzwinger for the weekend.
Just for the weekend?
Yeah, and she drove me around everywhere, which was awesome. So it's a nice theater, but I didn't like the seats, though. The seats were very uncomfortable. So obviously we saw Resident Evil Veronica get announced. People went crazy for that.
Oh, they're still going crazy. It was one of the highest, I think it was maybe the highest viewed trailer there.
Yeah, I'm not a big Resident Evil guy. Alien Isolation 2, Stranger Than Heaven, which I played. Can't really talk too much about that. But they announced Tupac
we saw,
and Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, people knew about Snoop Dogg. The Tupac thing definitely caught people off guard.
Yeah, I was in the presence of Snoop. Like some would say that we were hanging out.
I would say that.
Obviously, we got the Black Flag resynced. The Ronin, Last Ronin.
I yelled.
Yeah, we were all very, very shocked by that. Crossfire looked interesting. Guild Wars 3. I played Guild Wars 2. A little too MMO for me. Like they really want you to get involved. Oh, this guy was freaking driving around on campus for Playdays. Billy is his name, right?
For the Saw game.
Do I have the audio on here? I don't remember.
No.
Star Wars Zero Company, very excited for that. I actually thought the Among Us, I didn't watch the show yet, but I thought that looked pretty cool. I think these are the new Street Fighter people.
Yep, Tifa.
This did not go over well with Street Fighter fans. I texted my friend Tim right away, and he was like pissed. And I talked to somebody from Capcom. You'll know who it is soon. And he immediately, I was like, oh yeah, I texted my friend Tim right after, and he's like, yeah, he must have hated it, right? And I was like, yeah, I wasn't gonna say that, but yeah, because it's like 3 new characters and a guest, and they're not happy with it. So anyway, Final Fantasy VII Part 3, day 1 on Xbox, by the way.
Yes,
very excited for that. So that was the end of Summer Game Fest. I found Ryan Reynolds' star on the Walk of Fame.
Someone say Jay stepped on Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. Found Harrison Ford. The El Captain was playing Mandalorian and Grogu still. This is C Money from On Point for Gamers podcast. So I met him a few years ago, and he had me on his podcast this week.
Shout out.
That was a random. Oh, I had to send this picture to Blitzwinger. This was Shake Shack. Because when Blitzwinger was in Japan, he posted a picture of him at Shake Shack. I'm like, dude, you're in Japan and you're at Shake Shack? So, anyway. So this was that game for PlayStation. The
one from the Shadow of Colossus dev?
Yeah, them. Yeah. So this is on campus for where Playdays was, which was like a industry kind of thing.
Tomb Raider, Blood the Dawnwalker, more bangers.
Yeah, they had the Fortnite stuff where the season just launched. This is kind of cool at the Capcom booth. You could post. Yeah, you had the Fallout 76 stuff.
Of course.
Had to salute. Barbie was giving away lemonade. I'm not a big lemonade guy.
Who's not a lemonade guy?
I don't. So this is David, the fan that I met at the IGN thing. I
Shout
do
out to
not
David.
know. He gave me one of his Funko Pops from his collection,
Oh,
which
that's
I
nice.
thought was really cool. I took this picture of Polar because they're a local company that I drive by like every day. And I was trying to get. They had this big banner for Supergirl. I was trying to get that and a little skyline in the background for LA.
I have tickets for that.
I do too. I'm going on Wednesday. So Bethesda Soft Serve,
Ooh.
they were making us ice cream. So shout out to Cammy. It's actually Cammy's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Cammy. We
That
love
was
Cammy over here.
that was as delightful as it looks. Okay.
What flavor is that?
It was like strawberry, but they had
I
this thing where it like
strawberry
they
ice cream.
took strawberries and it like mashed them and fused them into the ice cream. So it was so good. I had it all 3 days. So this was my Magic the Gathering haul. No, this is what they had on display.
Yeah.
So some of the cool stuff that you could get. That was a Spider-Man card that I got to play. So that was really cool. There's just a picture on site. Oh, this is when I took a picture and sent it to somebody. I'm like, is that Jacksepticeye? And it was in fact Jacksepticeye.
And you got a voice. You got a voice memo.
Yeah, can you hear this?
We cannot.
Oh. Hold on. We'll go back. Let me do this over. I always neglect to click the button to
the legend himself.
Yeah. All right, let's try this again. Maybe? Just thinking about it.
Let's see if Jay can pull it off. Connecting the audio.
Oh, browser can't access your screen. It always does this to me. Hold on. Share screen.
W StreamYard.
Yeah, it won't let me. All right, whatever. We'll just not. Whenever I try to include the audio, it just never lets me do it. So whatever. He sent a nice message to my cousin. It was really cool.
Yep. AKA Punch from Dispatch.
So this guy was just driving around everywhere.
That's creepy, but fun.
Let's see if anybody else pops up in the background.
What's controlling it? Was it like battery operated?
I think there's like somebody with a there was somebody like nearby that had like a controller, but I couldn't find him. But it was very creepy. It was cool though at the same time. They had a Warframe was doing like some refreshments. There's Blitzwinger again. This is King David from the Iron Lords.
I fully support gender swap Blitzwinger from now on.
Yeah. And this is Lord Cognito. Both of them are from the Iron Lords podcast. Hopefully we can do some crossover soon. This is all the swag I went home with.
That's a lot of swag.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And there's all my Magic stuff that I came home with. Then we went to Little Tokyo, okay, which is amazing. You would be in heaven.
Anime Station? Damn right I will.
We went to this Japanese place. I had this amazing fried rice. That was whatever Edith had with all that Japanese food. Yeah, it was amazing. Sushi Gala is what it was called. Then we found this awesome hotel that has this big Shohei Ohtani. Then we went to Target.
Gotta go Target. What the? Eat steak pussy for $5?
I gave him $5. He didn't have to eat anything, but that guy was actually really cool. I just thought I could not stop laughing at the picture. The other side said something. We'll pray for you for $5 or something, because he said he had to cover all his bases.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So this is the Xbox event. So I have no idea what that is, but it looked cool.
Oh, it's a Xbox statue trophy.
So this is inside the theater. there are the Iron Lords. Like they had just tweeted that they were there, and I tweeted can confirm with that picture. So this is when they're kind of introducing everything. As you can see, my pass says media. But yeah, so we obviously start off with E-Day, which looks really good.
Extremely good.
I'm not the biggest Gears of War fan, but I thought it looked really cool. Fable looked amazing, and
Fable
we have
looks,
the amazing Haley Atwell as the main villain.
Who think she's a hero? It's Haley Atwell. I can never see her as a villain.
Yeah. Obviously, Halo.
All that bisexual lighting.
Yeah, this was actually playable there.
Oh, nice.
But I just watched people play it. I'm not like a big Halo fan either.
Same.
This looked pretty cool, but I've never played any of those games. But still a pretty good game to have. Obviously a lot of people were excited about anything
100%.
Persona.
I was hyped for Spyro personally.
Yeah. Oh, State of Decay 3 looked really good.
Yeah, huge fan of that series as well.
I've played some of the Metro games. They're okay.
Travis is very excited about that one. Roll on to look gas.
Yeah. Join Us looked weird.
Very.
This one a little controversial right now.
Yeah, a little bit.
We'll get into this obviously in a bit. Yeah. Infestations looks cool. I don't know if you saw, but like they sent me a helmet.
I retweeted it.
Yeah, it's awesome. So they sent me a helmet. I'm very excited for this. Crazy Taxi looks really cool.
I was very hyped for that. I love Crazy Taxi.
And that thing looks cool. I don't care about that.
Yeah, I don't care about that. Magicians look fire. I like that one.
Yeah. Valor Mortis looked interesting. That was at the Xbox booth, but I didn't play it. I mean, Elder Scrolls Online is still going.
Yep.
Where Winds Meet coming to Xbox, I believe? Because that's already on PlayStation, right?
Yes. It launched on PlayStation and PC.
Yeah. This looked interesting. Obviously, people were like excited about Persona 6. Yep, that's literally all they showed, though.
Yeah, they leaked a couple days before. Spyro, of course.
Obviously, looking good. This looked fantastic. This is like the former BioShock devs, I believe, and it looks amazing. So then they showed some Modern Warfare 4.
I immediately booed it.
And then Major Nelson came out, and everybody was happy. I talked to him for a bit. He was cool. Dope. There's the Xbox. I do have video of Asha like telling everybody. Oh, so I'm just standing there, and this guy Tyler walks up to me. He's like, "Are you JayShockblast?" Like, yeah. He goes, "Oh, dude, I'm a huge fan. I've been following you since Marvel's Avengers. I love that game. You know, I loved watching your videos." I'm like, "Oh, that's crazy. Let's get a picture." So, yeah, that was really cool.
Celebrity Jay.
It's always such a humbling feeling. We talked for a little bit. They had these like little rooms set up, showing off different eras of Xbox. I had this cool video done, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what they did. So
it makes you look fit, Jay.
It does. I do look pretty good there.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. Like not great, but better.
Yeah.
So they had all the Spartans out. So then they had I guess these are out and about. I had never seen them before, but they had all these like
Crimson Sour
Fanta cans.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. They had all these different Xbox Fanta cans, which I thought was
can't go wrong with pineapple and orange and grape.
So that was cool. And remember when I said I ran into somebody from Capcom? It's our boy Andy Wong.
Andy.
Yeah, Andy's awesome. We talked for a bit. He's still very happy with Capcom.
As he should be. Capcom is killing it right now.
This is one of the buildings. You can see they had Xenoverse 3 apparently. And, I didn't do anything over here.
More bisexual lighting on the sidewalk.
Yeah. Oh, that was. I mean, that's like full blown. That's the Red Hulk card that I pulled.
Ooh,
There's the Sega booth for Stranger Than Heaven.
it's on
They had
the
this. I
anniversary.
didn't. Yeah, they had that on the walls. They had Sonic.
Sonic.
They had this like nice little setup in here. And my Discord absolutely loves this picture. I did this for my
Mafioso.
guy Ben. Uh,
Mafioso Jay.
yeah, I'm looking as hard as I can. I may have seen this game and touched a controller in the vicinity of the TV. Obviously, Cammy,
Kimmy,
Mr. Ben Starr.
the goat.
Gotta say, I saw him walking around a bunch of times. Had not managed to run into him, and I could hear him talking about trying to get somewhere, and I knew I was about to leave, and I was like, I'm so sorry. Can I bother you for a picture real quick? He said, hell yeah, let's do it. Super nice, even though he literally was just telling his partner that they were in a hurry, and that was literally the last picture I took at Summer Game Fest. So
Perfect way to cap it off.
yeah, so he was super nice. But yeah, it's kind of crazy, like just seeing all these people everywhere. I didn't get a picture with Jeff this time, but I saw him a bunch of times. I saw like Greg Miller. I'm at a point with Greg Miller that when he sees me, he acknowledges me, says hi, how you doing? Stops, which is I still don't think he knows my name, but he knows that I'm somebody that he knows. That's good enough for me.
Hey, that's more than most people.
Right. So I can accept that. But yeah,
I'm gonna have to go to one of these so I can finally meet Jeff Grubb myself, since Jay's never going to do it.
I swear to God, the last one I was at, the only time I was in an area with him was literally the bathroom, and that shit was not happening. I'm not talking to anybody in the bathroom at a public place. Not going to happen.
You can wait until you leave.
Yeah. No, thank you.
I understand the etiquette of not, wanting to talk to someone, while you're holding your dicks, but when you exit the bathroom.
Nope. We made eye contact in the bathroom. I am not allowed to talk to him for the rest of the day. Those are the rules. They are rigid.
That's so. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to take over. These rules are terrible for it. Rules are terrible for our networking.
Listen. I got Mighty Keith. I think that's arguably better. Okay,
it's definitely up there, but I don't know about better, but definitely acceptably great. Mighty Keith is awesome.
Who do you think we have a better chance of getting?
Definitely Mighty Keith.
So there you go. I if I had to get one, I got the right one.
Correct.
So yeah. No, I would never. First of all, I don't. You do not understand. Like, I have this weird. I don't like public restrooms at all. I am using a stall every time. I do not want anyone near me in a bathroom. Leave me alone. You're weird. I don't like it. I'm not worried about any of that. Just leave me alone.
You know what, Jay?
So
I can relate. I feel that. In a pinch, I'll use the I'll use the stall, but I'll stand up. But yeah, I do like a little privacy when I'm using the public bathroom. I like to be isolated and look at my phone.
yeah, stay away from me. I don't talk to me, don't look at me, don't make eye contact.
Don't tap your toe to signal anything.
Yeah, nothing. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I
hate it.
Don't invite Jay to the glory hole.
I will say this: it's been interesting playing the shit. Am I under NDA game with all these games? I still think I'm under NDA for a certain racing game in a galaxy far, far away.
That makes sense.
I'm allowed to say I played it. So obviously I played pod racing, but I can't say anything beyond that. I played it. Same thing with
how you feel about it, yeah.
Same thing with Stranger Than Heaven. Like I can say I played it.
That's it. You have to wait till the embargo lifts before you can glaze it.
Yeah. So
fair enough. But yeah, it sounds like a wonderful time. Obviously, the vibes were high, and then the vibes got weird because not long after the Xbox show, we had the reports from Insider Gaming and Bloomberg and Schreier that Xbox was planning another round of layoffs, and this one was going to be pretty significant. So far, I believe I've heard potentially like maybe 4 studios could be in danger of closing. One of them, obviously, we alluded to Ninja Theory, who who had a trailer for a new Hellblade update drop at the Xbox show. We found out that they are on the chop, that they're one of the studios that appeared like they're going to be shut down, and apparently they dropped the trailer knowing that they were going to close it down because they wanted to give Ninja Theory a chance at securing some funding from investors. Obviously, we heard that Compulsion, creators of South of Midnight, seem like they're going to be gone, which is unfortunate. I remember when South of Midnight first came out, Jay played it and had a good time, and they hooked me up when it came to PlayStation, and I really liked the game. I think it was fantastic. I heard it did really well on Game Pass, but I'm not, but I don't think, but it wasn't like a huge commercial hit elsewhere. But I thought it was a really good game, and it's a shame if they end up closing down, because I thought it was great. And then of course, yeah, we heard the rumor that Arcane could be in danger. I'm more inclined to think that Arcane is not in danger yet. I think Blade, from my understanding, Blade is still very much coming out. I know they closed down Arcane Austin, which was like the spinoff of Arcane. Like it was
that was
Arcane
a Redfall studio, right?
Yeah, it was Arcane Lyon, and then they spun off to Arcane Austin and became known collectively as Arcane Studios. And then Arcane Austin did Redfall, and then when Redfall didn't work out, they closed that one down, and Arcane Lyon went straight to Blade. But I think if Blade somehow doesn't perform well, they might be cooked. But I have to believe that a Blade game from them is just going to go crazy. It has to. I imagine that one is not going to be exclusive. They weren't.
Blade, I can imagine.
Yeah, there weren't that many to begin with, and given them trying to cut all this stuff to save money, I can't imagine them trying to restrict access to a Marvel game, because we know from firsthand how expensive Marvel games are to develop. So you would want as many people as possible to buy that game to make up for those licensing fees that you have to pay, and the cut that you're going to have to give to Disney for the rights to use it. But for now, I think Blade is safe. Last I heard, I saw in their document filings, they were targeting November of 2027. So that makes me think that the chances of Blade getting canceled are unlikely, given how close it is to that window, unless for whatever reason they had to like restart development. But from understanding, that's not the case. So Blade should come out next year, and if you're a fan of Marvel, if you're a fan of Blade, go support that game immediately.
Like, even if that's on Game Pass, I'm just gonna buy it on PlayStation 5. You know what I mean? Like,
I might legitimately buy it on Xbox, even if I don't have an Xbox.
Yeah.
I'll gift it.
Yes.
Yes. A common misconception. I was actually planning on at some point making a video essay about this, but Xbox. Sony bought Spider-Man film rights back when Marvel was having big financial issues before Disney acquired them. They were shopping the film rights, and they actually offered the rights to like 30 Marvel characters to Sony, and Sony said, like, including Iron Man, Cap, and Sony said, fuck that. We don't want any of that bullshit. Just give us Spider-Man. So they just bought Spider-Man film rights for like $7 million and called it a day. In terms of the games, when Marvel finished their partnership with Activision, they started looking for a new partner to develop games with, and they approached Xbox and was like, "Hey, we just left Activision. We're looking for a new partner to make some Marvel games. Would you be interested?" And Xbox said, "No, we are not. We have Gears of War and Halo. We don't need no Marvel." And so they went across to street to Sony. It was like, "Hey, Sony, would you like to develop some Marvel games? We're looking for a new partner after we lost Activision." And Sony said, "Yeah, you know what? Sure. We actually have a studio in mind that we think would make a pretty good Marvel game. Insomniac. You heard of them? Yeah, we think we'll have them make a Marvel. We'll have them make a Marvel game for us. Insomniac, what do you want to do?" And Insomniac ended up choosing Spider-Man, and the rest is history.
I do agree with Aqua. Not I understand why you're telling the story, but like I can't believe we're still telling this story in 2026.
Yeah, it's not. It's like it's there if you like look into it, but it's not like wildly talked about. Most people, I feel like, understand that Sony and Marvel are sharing the film stuff, but the game stuff, there's always that confusion. I mean, I knew pretty early on, like when I found out that Sony like paid Square Enix to make Spider-Man an exclusive, I was like, well, obviously that means they don't own the rights, otherwise they wouldn't have to do that. And then obviously when the Insomniac leaks happened, part of that was that contract details about the partnership between Marvel and Sony came out, showing the licensing deal they have for the games, which further confirmed that Sony doesn't own the rights to any of these characters. They're just licensing it as in a partnership with Sony. It is a little messy. With the way their rights with Spider-Man work, but basically, Sony does not actually own Spider-Man as a video game character. They are licensing it, so they have to pay Disney a pretty large chunk of money whenever they sell anything in those Spider-Man games.
I'll tell you something. There's a very interesting rumor going around this week. I don't know if you picked up on it or caught it, but there are rumors that Sony might be preparing to offer the movie rights back to Disney.
Really?
So the thought is they've got all their own IPs right now, like God of War and The Last of Us, that they're doing movies and stuff for. And if those do commercially well, they would be better off focusing their time and effort on those because they make all the money off of everything related to those. Whereas with Spider-Man, they make the money off the movies, but they do not make any of the merch money. That's all going to Disney. So the thought process is and it's not like, oh yes, 100, like it's a big number, Gabe. So their thought process is, sure, we're going to put out a movie every 2 or 3 years for Spider-Man and make, $1 billion or two. But what if we just sold everything back for like $20 billion and just focus on our own stuff? And, sure. Like, because if you think about it, like, other than the core Spider-Man movies, like, their spin-off stuff has not made them that much money.
Yeah, but that's on them for, putting someone in charge that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
Sure, but they haven't gotten any better. I mean,
apart from the the Spider-Verse stuff done well for them.
So sure, like I said, outside of those movies, but like I mean, Spider-Man Noir was okay, but like,
I think, yeah, personally, I think I think business-wise, I'd only consider selling this if either Disney is going to give me an obscene amount of money, or but even then, like I don't see the logic in like giving away all of it. What I would do is I'd say, okay, I'll sell you majority rights back, but but we still get a cut of film, and we get a cut of merch, and you can negotiate, how what those percentages are. You can obviously lower them because they're paying outright for the majority of rights, but in exchange for us still getting a cut of both the merch and the gate, you get the majority. You get pretty much all the rights back. We have no creative control. You guys can do whatever you want. You have no restrictions, but we get a cut because Spider-Man is such a lucrative IP. I don't think it's going to change anytime soon. So I feel like it would be short-sighted to sell it for something like $20 billion when
I made that
Spider-Man.
number up. It was
Yeah,
a big number.
but yeah, any big number, like I feel like Spider-Man as an IP, especially with merch, has so much value that
They don't
I
get the
would
merch money though.
that's why I would negotiate it in exchange for selling in exchange for selling the majority of the rights back. Like like Spider-Man, they're going to keep making Spider-Man movies. They're going to keep making money. Brand New Day is on pace. It looks like to be one of the highest grossing movies of all time. Like
Yeah,
it's already going crazy. I can't imagine like not getting a cut of any future Spider-Man movies. I I definitely think I definitely see the logic in them not wanting to like force a Spider-Man movie every couple years, or project every couple years, but at the same time I feel like that shouldn't, if they were competently running the IP on their side of things, that would be considered a burden. Like
right.
if
No,
they
I
had people
understand
that
that. Yeah,
knew what they were doing, like that didn't think Madam Web was a good idea, like they would be looking forward to a Spider-Man project every few years because they would be making so much money off of it. Like,
I
and
still haven't seen Craven.
I funny enough, it was on Netflix, and
Yeah,
I was like, oh, this is funny. Let me watch a little Craven, and I got like 5 minutes in and just turned it off.
wow, that's wild.
I couldn't even watch it for the
I
beef.
I did watch Madam Web on one of my flights. It was bad.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
horrendous. What's up, Captain? Yeah, actually I watched it on my pirate ship when it first came out.
yeah.
And it was definitely one of those so bad it's not good, but so bad it's funny kind of movies.
I watched
Uh,
it on the same flight I watched what was that movie that came out with Oppenheimer? So that was a very long flight.
Barbie.
I did watch Barbie the other day too, or recently. Not all of it. I just walked in on my wife watching it. I think she was watching it with my mom.
Yeah,
Uh,
I never watched Barbie, but I did watch Oppenheimer.
yeah, the Barbie was a little cheesy, but I mean, it was what it was supposed to be, basically.
Yeah,
Um, it was a boss bitch movie for sure. Like all the guys were like absolute dumbasses.
as they should.
Yeah. So, um, yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It basically, the way that it was put was they basically should be cashing out big, where the money they would make for the sale would basically be the money they would make on movies over the next like 20 years,
Okay.
and they would basically be trying to hopefully get um their stuff doing better. Thank you, Lotus.
Lotus, thank you so much for the stop. Of course, thank you so much. Welcome to the backstage, everyone who was fortunate enough to get the gifted. Yeah. I could understand the logic Yeah, it would, to me, it would have to be like an obscene, like truly an obscene amount of money.
Yeah,
To
I don't remember what the number was, but
like if it's like, yeah, if it's like 100 billion, I think that's definitely a conversation. But I have a hard time believing like Disney would pay that.
trying to see.
Because I'm very curious what that number looks like. Because I'm guessing Sony's trying to make up for all the money they missed out on for K-pop Demon Hunters. When
Yeah,
they fucked that one up.
yeah, I don't know, but it would certainly be interesting if they. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Speaking of Marvel though, we had this month our good friend Miller Ross, good friend of the channel, posted uh, that there was posted a link to a sign up for a closed beta for a upcoming Marvel game, and I got that Marvel Rivals feeling all over again. This is a I made a video I included in my video earlier today on my main channel. It is currently in it's currently a secret project, so it's only being known by its code name of Project Comet. It is a ARPG, an action RPG. Think of Withering Waves, Genshin Impact, but with Marvel heroes, and that is definitely a formula that I thought would have been amazing for a superhero game, and I'm glad Marvel is capitalizing on it. Right now, the first closed beta is for mobile, but it will be on PC, and I believe it will eventually come to console as well, like Genshin Impact later did, and I think this is going to be pretty huge. I remember Future Revolution had a lot of hype, but that one fell apart because, and I think primarily it fell apart because of it being ended up being like a pay to win PvP game. Uh, once you got past the campaign, but the fact that they're making this like they're planning to make this like an open world ARPG with a bunch of characters, it's more so focused on being like an ultimate alliance type of experience where you team up with your friends, you get to play a large roster of Marvel characters that all have different really cool abilities. It's real time action, not turn based or anything like that. Like the Genshin waves, so it's flashy combat, large open world type of environments. I think as a Marvel game, that's going to go absolutely insane. Uh, that's kind of like what I was envisioning as pretty much like something that can be a successor to Avengers. Like obviously we had a lot of fun with our rivals, but that at its core is a 6v6 hero shooter.
Mhm.
Even though they've been expanding it, trying to add more PVE, that is the core experience of Rivals right now. And having like a pure action RPG from the ground up, third person, I think that's a multi-billion-dollar idea, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of it. Obviously, I know more about it than I can say, but I think this is something. I think when it comes to Marvel stuff, you should definitely be excited for what's coming over the next few years. I think this has pretty insane potential for what for Marvel is cooking up. That this is I think this is what they've been needing, and I'm definitely hyped for for the potential here.
I got invited to it. I think because I'm in what is it, Marvel Now or Marvel whatever their app is for the comics.
Yeah,
And I thought I had filled it out, but
Mar-
I don't know. That was
Marvel Unlimited.
yeah, unlimited.
I'm a
Um,
member. I'm a member of that.
yeah, I got an email saying, "Oh, because you're a Marvel Unlimited member, um, can apply for this unannounced beta, and I thought I filled everything out, but I think that all happened while I was like doing my LA trip. So I don't know if I missed something, but it's whatever. I think we were talking about this backstage, and I just and you already have an answer to it, which I'll lead you into, so you can be the smart one here.
Mhm.
I think from the way the game sounds, if they learned anything from Marvel Future Revolution, they have to have they just have to have a client that lets you play it on other platforms other than mobile. Like,
Yeah.
because I've heard the Genshin Impact comparison, and Genshin's on all the consoles, you know?
Yep.
So they've got to do something like that. Because if Future Evolution, there's no reason Future Revolution couldn't have had like its own PC client
For
and
sure.
couldn't eventually have been on a console, and maybe it would have had a chance. But I know everybody has a mobile phone, but like, how many of these games can they keep pumping out that's just basically mobile?
Yeah. I can't. I will say that I'm not worried. I don't know when it will come to console, but my understanding is that it will definitely be on PC.
Good, because like I don't really want to. I like I do. There are some games I play on my phone, but I don't want to play games like that on my phone. You
Right.
know, and that was my big thing with Future Revolution. There was like a way to play it on like BlueStacks and stuff, but that
Yeah.
shit was annoying, and I got tired of it, and I just didn't play it. I
Yeah.
refused to play it on my phone. So
Right.
I don't mind a gotcha game necessarily, but you know, I'm I would rather do it on PC over mobile.
Right.
But
Yeah. I think the gotcha thing is the only potential red flag, but it just depends on how they do the system. Like I feel like Genshin's gotcha system isn't like super predatory
yeah,
from at least from when I played Genshin year when it first launched. I'm not sure about Withering Waves, but yeah, it sounds but I imagine it'll be similar to it could be similar to how they do the Seven Deadly Sins game as well. But yeah, as long as it's not too hard to get new characters, I think it'll be fine because from what I've seen and heard, visuals, gameplay, this is going to be like insane.
nice. Well, we'll see. I'm obviously we want more Marvel games. We love covering the games, but
For
you
sure.
know, I'm over. I literally I I'll show you on my phone if it can you can see it. Like I have like almost no games anymore. I have Pokemon Go, and like three of those apps are just apps for Pokemon Go. Like, and I don't
I
even play any of the other things on here.
I don't play anything on my phone.
I literally play Pokemon Go. That's it. And I deleted Future Fight, uh, the fighting game, the Strike Force. I've just deleted all of them.
yeah,
I mean, Aqua and I are like
I'll never play
friends.
Pokemon Go.
Oh, dude, Aqua. All right, I gotta show you this. All right, I got the sickest Pokemon today in a remote trade, and it is super rare, and I'm so excited. I got an armored Mewtwo.
Ooh.
This is, I guess, from 2019, before I played the game, and I got it from some guy in Finland that we became forever friends. I think Aqua and I did we do a trade yet, Aqua? I don't remember if we're forever friends. Yeah,
Yeah,
we've done a trade.
I've literally never even downloaded Pokemon Go. I think literally the last mobile game I played was Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links,
His
which I
nickname is Aqua Shill in my
as it should be.
yeah.
Yeah, I was briefly hooked on Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, but outside of that, I don't play any mobile game. I think the only mobile game I have left on my phone is Connect Four.
I named my shiny Zapdos Aquatones. So that's right.
So yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, so we trade very often. So
Happy birthday to your sister, Gio.
happy birthday, Gio's sister. Gio's mom is our team mom for the JayShockblast channel.
As she should be. Shout out to Gio's mom.
Yeah.
Love it.
So
Yeah. You play Pokemon Go because of a girl. I just never I kind of just lost interest in Pokemon after the N64. Like that's the last time I played anything Pokemon related. I just fell off. I fell off from the show, everything. I just stopped. I just stopped with Pokemon.
yeah, I actually got into Pokemon because of Let's Go Eevee. That was my first Pokemon game. Like people had told me for a long time, oh, you should play the Pokemon games. You should play the Pokemon games, and that was the one where I was finally like, all right, we're gonna try it with this one. And I thought Eevee looked cute, and now I have a dog named Eevee. So there you go.
That's how it works. Yeah, I started from literally the ground up, like out the mud with Pokemon. I was there for the first ever Pokemon game, Pokemon on the original Game Boy. I was there when the show first hit America. I was ground zero for the Pokemon craze, and then I got out of out of it later on. But
that was my brother.
It was a good time. It was a good run. I love Pokemon growing up. That theme song will forever be iconic.
Yeah.
And I probably saw the Pokemon first movie with Mew and Mewtwo like 50 times. And I cried after everyone. Love that movie. Still holds up. It's a great movie, great soundtrack. Last Airbender drops on that. I couldn't finish that. The live action one. I couldn't finish. I tried to watch the first episode and it wasn't really hooking me. So I was like, I do hope they drop the animated one with the grown up cast because that looked really good. I know
game of the year so far for me is obviously Lego Batman, followed closely by Pokemon Pokopia.
I have to finish. I finished Mixtape finally. Now I still have to finish Lego Batman and 007 First Light. Those are my name. I'm probably gonna do James Bond first, then Lego Batman. But yeah, so far it's been a pretty good year for gaming. I really enjoyed obviously Requiem. That game was fantastic. Pragmata was fantastic. Capcom just absolutely cooked this year. From what I did play of 007 and Lego Batman, a couple first few hours for both those games were pretty amazing. I finished Soros. Good but frustrating game. But I'm glad I pushed through. I'm glad I pushed through it. But yeah, it's definitely I definitely will have that below First Light, Lego Batman, Pragmata, and Requiem for sure. But it was still good. I'm definitely looking forward to Black Flag Resynced. I think that game looks like it's going to be instant classic.
And there's supposed to be some new mission in Shadows, and I tried going back into Shadows. I hate when you don't play a game for a while and you just kind of forget how to play it.
Yep, that's pretty much.
And you got to like relearn at like such a high level. That's going to be me on Tuesday with Borderlands 4 with the new DLC. I'm going to try to play it and probably be terrible out the gate because my build is probably no longer viable. And
yeah, it's probably the case. Yeah, last time I played Shadows, I did play the last expansion. I didn't play the Attack on Titans one. I played the one before. I played the one before that. And it felt like I think they patched my build because it was definitely not nearly as strong as it was before.
I did play the new Bounty Hunter DLC for Borderlands, so that went pretty well, all things considered. But the DLC before that I think you're talking about, I actually rage quit and deleted the stream. Like there's like this one spot with the most they were just basic enemies, and I don't know what was wrong with me, but I literally died at least 20 times. I could not get through it. And the wild thing is that when the new Bounty Hunter Cash came out, I went back to that area and was like, let's see if I can get through it. And like I demolished it. Like wild. Makes no sense to me.
Maybe they've patched it again. I know. I gotta eventually go back to Crimson Desert because it's pretty much an entirely different game. Like I think they've legitimately patched the game 30 times since the last time I played it. I'm not even exaggerating. It's like it's like a whole. I know I'm not even going to recognize the game when I do boot it up, but I'll eventually finish it off.
For anyone that missed it, this is the new Bounty Hunter they just announced.
Loveless.
Coming in September. So it's Loveless.
Nice.
And looks like she's a hacker. And then they do also have
and a baddie.
Yeah. So on the 25th, so in 4 days, they've got the new Takedown, which is a free DLC, and then there's a paid DLC, which is the Bounty Pack number 3. So it's got some new stuff coming out. So I'll be playing that for sure.
Speaking of new DLC and content updates, Spider-Man 2 back from hiatus. Insomniac spun the block and dropped some DLC, just not the one that people were hoping they would drop. This one is cosmetic only.
I feel like we speculated about this last time.
I literally said this would happen. I made over a year and a half ago. I said that when they canceled the story DLC for Carnage, I said that Insomniac was very specific with their wording and said they weren't doing story expansions at this time. And I said that does not mean they're not going to do more content updates for Spider-Man 2, because the one thing Insomniac consistently does is they release new suits to promote new Spider-Man films. They did the same thing. I point this out. They did the same thing for No Way Home. Brand New Day looks like it's going to be the biggest Spider-Man film ever. I said, look out. They're probably going to drop a new content update where they give us the whatever main suit is dropping in Brand New Day. Also said they'd probably do the same thing for Beyond the Spider-Verse whenever that comes out. And yep, here we are. It's drops July 28th. Is a completely free update. All you have to do is own the game, PS5 and PC, and just download it, and you got your new suit for this will be my 4th playthrough, I think, of the main campaign.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. Suit looks good. It's funny how many people think the suit's already in the game. There are people who think it's the same as the classic suit. There are people who think it's the same as the final swing suit.
I mean, it's not gonna we gotta be real here. It's not gonna be like this super different suit. You know, it'll definitely look similar to other suits, but
it's definitely they definitely modeled it after like the classic Spider-Man suit design, but it definitely looks very different from the final swing suit for sure. That one has a very distinct look, especially with how shiny the blues are on it, in addition to the spider symbol being different. But yeah, it's just, I think, just fun. I love that Insomniac still gives out free content updates. They don't have to.
Exactly.
They have Wolverine coming out, in a couple months, and they're still giving us free stuff for Spider-Man 2. I think that's.
I do think it's funny that I saw in some of the comments when they announced it and everything, there were people that were like, "What about the first game?" And I'm like, "Are you for real?" I mean, obviously they're not going to put it in both games. Shut up.
Yeah. I literally got a couple of comments about it, saying they wish it was in Spider-Man Remastered. I'm like, yes, they're not putting it that is that happening. Get Spider-Man 2.
I also saw tweets going around today, people complaining about having to play a certain mission in the game where he like just walks around the house, and it's like,
Yeah,
Jesus, do we not have any nuance at all anymore? You
yeah.
know, like,
I saw Evan Flarka absolutely cook that motherfucker.
yeah, yeah, that
uh,
was a little fanboyish though.
yeah, I mean, he did write like a 5 hour video essay on Spider-Man 2, it's narrative. So it makes
Yeah,
sense that he would have that response because he did such a deep dive in it. So he is speaking from experience. But I do think it's weird that that people just use at this point Spider-Man 2 for just rage bait and just say, "Oh, can you believe we had to play a story mission in this game?" Like, shut the fuck up.
to, to be fair, okay, anytime you're playing a mission for like the 15th time, it can be boring.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
but we're
like,
playing. But the key is like people are playing it again. Like what do you mean? Like a lot most games people are just one and done, but you're going back and playing it over and over. Like yeah, there's a reason because it's like
yeah,
fucking great game. like
right,
why are you on your fifth playthrough of a game that's bad? Like obviously, it's not bad if you're on your fifth playthrough.
yeah. I do think it's funny when people like will show that they have all of their saves maxed out at 100% new game plus. I'm like, dude, you know there are other video games. You don't have to play this game 10 times through. Like, and listen, if that's what makes you happy, then good. That's fine. But like, I feel like if you're putting yourself through that, you don't get to complain about that one boring mission where you have to walk around the house. You know,
Yeah,
you chose
yeah,
to play it that many times. Okay,
yeah.
I
They're
can't relate to that. There are a few games I've played that many times through.
I think there are definitely a lot. There are definitely a lot of people that need to expand their video game libraries. I think
Yeah,
I've definitely there are games that I've definitely like stayed in. Like our like GTA 3 was a game that I probably put like 1,000 hours in when I was a kid. You know, it was just fun. It was just fun for me. But I play a lot of different games. Like I don't like there are people who just replay like Batman Arkham Knight or Spider Man just over and over again, and they just don't play. They don't play anything else. Whenever there's a new showcase, they say everything's bad if they don't see the new Spider Man or Batman, and it's just like, come on, guys, you gotta expand your horizons a little bit. Like it's kind of silly.
yeah. People that treat that game like it's an MMO are weird.
Yeah. Like it's meant for you to play through maybe a couple times and like move on to the to the next game. It's not Baldur's Gate 3. Like,
Yeah, like there's no alternate endings.
yeah.
Huh.
What
It's gonna end the same way.
yeah, once you hit 100%, that's it.
Yeah,
The only real Easter egg that we found was the hand. Like we found that store that you could go into in Spider-Man 2
yeah,
that had that weird symbol that people speculated might have something to do with Daredevil or the hand. And it paid off in this in Wolverine. In the Wolverine trailer, we saw that it seems to be the symbol of the hand who were introduced in the Wolverine as the one of the enemy factions. So I thought that was like a nice little cool payoff since they do take place in the same universe.
yeah.
It's
Well,
not Crimson Desert, true. Is that definitely not Crimson Desert? The controls don't suck ass. It's very smooth controls. I did enjoy. I did want to finish Crimson Desert. I was actually having a decent time building my camp and farming, getting about to get my farming set up. But I'm curious to see all the changes. I might legitimately have to spend 20 minutes reading all the things they added to that fucking game since the last time I played because they've had so many patches.
yeah. I've never played it, so
Man's game. I forgot. Yeah, we're almost. Yeah, September is going to be insane. Not just for Marvel's Wolverine and Blood of the Dawnwalker and Control Resonant, but NBA 2K27, the ball and gun gamers are back. I literally have not looked up to anything to 2K27. I don't even know who the cover athlete is going to be, but I will probably be playing 2K27 again, loading up my GM and simulating, replaying uh, the Miami Heat from the 2003 draft, just so I can beat LeBron and deny him the chance to win a championship ring by building a super team.
Can Giannis just get fucking traded already?
Yes, yes, please. Like, it's getting. So I, from the latest that I heard, it's between Boston and Miami. It seems
I
like
don't want him.
it seems like Miami, they have a deal with Miami on the table, and they're trying to shop around and see if they can get something better. But Boston, for Boston, they insist on getting Jaylen Brown and some extra stuff for like Jaylen Brown and picks or whatever in exchange for Giannis. And so you wouldn't want to do that exchange.
No. I look, I think Giannis is an amazing player, but I think his best days are behind him. I think I worry about injuries with him.
Yeah.
He's about to turn 32.
Yeah, I think it's 31 right now.
Yeah, so no thanks. Great player. I don't know how that works, him and Tatum. I don't want to say they're the same player because they're not, but like they're similar in a lot of ways.
I think fit wise, Giannis and Tatum make more sense than Jalen and Tatum because of their play style.
Jalen and Tatum are a weird mix for sure.
Yeah, because Giannis because Tatum is like this, elite sharpshooting wing player who can also get downhill in a pinch, but he's not the greatest at creating separation with his outside of step backs with his ball handling. That's been his consistent weakness. Whereas Giannis is like this monster low post player that also is great at attacking the rim going downhill. So he's going to draw a lot of attention. And I think having him on the court would make things actually a lot easier for Tatum, especially if as Giannis having Giannis be the primary ball handler. But I think the biggest issue with Giannis is the fact that at this point he's been injured literally every season.
Yeah.
Like obviously he played fewer this season because tanking whatever. But
Right.
but he's missed all the playoffs. Like he keeps getting injured in the playoffs.
I've heard that Boston's backup plan is Trey Murphy, and I would rather that.
I think that makes much more sense for Boston. Personally, I would rather Trey Murphy end up on Miami. But or I don't mind Giannis. I wouldn't mind Giannis, but yeah, from what I've seen, Miami's priority is Giannis, and if they don't get Giannis, they were thinking of Trae Young, which I don't know. I don't know about that one. I do like Trae Young. I think the Trae Young hate has gotten a little crazy, but I would definitely rather roll the dice on Giannis in Miami because I just want the Heat to just fucking do something. Like we're wasting Bam Adebayo's prime, just doing absolutely fucking nothing with all the assets we've acquired. Like we keep having these opportunities to acquire a star, and Pat Riley keeps fucking it up every time. Like just get somebody at this point. I don't care. Just get Giannis. Get Giannis if you can. Like give him Tyler Hero. Give him we don't care, bro. Just make a deal. Like it's getting ridiculous.
I think the absolute most brain dead, dumbest quote that I've seen come out of this whole thing is that Giannis doesn't want to leave Milwaukee. He just doesn't want to play for the Bucks. And it's like, brother, they go hand in hand. So I hate to break it to you.
He wants to commute.
Yeah. I heard Tyler Hero, if that trade happens, might end up in Detroit.
Yeah. I've heard a couple of 3-team 3-team deals. Yeah, I've heard deals where your hero ends up going to Pistons. I heard a 3-team deal where Jaylen Brown goes to the Trailblazers. Giannis goes to Boston, and Bucks get their picks back from the Trailblazers.
We'll see what happens. I just want it to be over. I'm so tired of it. Like, and
Yeah,
I don't like. I don't want to trade Jaylen Brown. I love Jaylen Brown. I think he's a great player. However, that's my heart. My brain tells me you will never be able to sell higher on Jaylen Brown. And there's something weird about the way him and Tatum play together, where it's always been doable, but I just feel like they play too similar a game. And Jaylen's not a natural shooter. He's developed into a good shooter most of the time, but he was not always a natural shooter.
For
and
sure.
I just want them to have a 2 that's a natural shooter. So
that makes sense. I'm not surprised the Thunder won. I mean, it's hard to lose when the referees are literally carrying you. But they did. But to be fair, they did build a really good team, and I feel like if they hadn't blown up that core of Westbrook, Durant, Harden, they would have eventually won. But yeah, their owner didn't want to pay the luxury, and they also overpaid a bit for Ibaka, and also hilariously, if they hadn't paid Kendrick Perkins, they would have been able to pay Harden and wouldn't have had to trade him. but because they paid Perkins and Ibaka, they had to lowball Harden, and then that blew up in their face. So yeah, that they definitely wish they had that one back, but. The Giannis thing is just the fact that it's dragged on so long, and Giannis has kind of just been like really annoying about this whole thing. Like just demand a trade and move on, like everybody else. Like he's so obsessed with trying to be seen as the good guy, and to the point where now he's turned himself into kind of the bad guy because of how he's been so wishy-washy about this whole thing. Kind of reminded me of like how Dwight Howard was when he first left Orlando, like trying to play the nice guy while behind the scenes is like yeah, get the fuck out of here, all this, it's nice. Actually, speaking of Dwight, did you see the Big Three game?
I saw something about it, like having to get like shut down or something because of a fight.
Yeah, I literally watched. I saw the highlights pop up on my feed. The full game highlights pop up on my feed. It was Dwight Howard's team versus Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson's team. Yes, Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson on the same team, and it ended exactly how you thought it would. Beasley and Howard got tangled up because he fell, and then Howard like intentionally stepped on Beasley's ankle while he was on the ground, and that became a whole thing. And they started fighting. Then Beasley got ejected, and then Lance Stevenson briefly got hurt, but he got back up, and then randomly just clotheslined this guy when he drove. And then when Jordan Crawford tried to move him out the way, he swung on Jordan Crawford. Oh, and then at that point they just said, "Fuck it, we're shutting the game down." Ice Cube they showed a crowd shot of Ice Cube when they announced that the game was called off. He was fucking pissed.
I bet.
Because it was on CBS. This is like CBS Sports.
Right.
They're fucking with his money here.
Little do they know, though, that might have actually been like the best thing that could have happened for him. Wait, I can go to these games and a brawl might break out?
It literally looked like a 80s or 70s basketball game. It was like that. It was like one of those games. And hilariously, I believe that might be their most viewed highlights on the channel. Like I looked on my vidIQ analytics, and it was at like a 52x multiplier. Like it was fucking massive. Like everybody was watching the, everybody tuned in for that, because it literally was like an old school basketball game where everyone's just like more interested in fouling and fighting each other than actually with occasional hoops.
Not to change the subject, but popcorn buckets are like, I feel like popcorn buckets in like 5 years, we're gonna look at them like Beanie Babies. Like, what the fuck were we thinking? Have you seen one of the controversial ones for Spider-Man?
I saw. I don't know why it's controversial. I saw someone made a joke that they've invented popcorn. I didn't see that one. I saw the one where it's a popcorn bucket of him on the side of a building.
Yeah.
Which I thought looked great. I want that one.
This one looks a little wild.
What the fuck is that?
It's a web coming out of his shooter. It's his hand, and then there's like a.
What? It looks like he's holding a pocket pussy. What the fuck is this?
That is yeah. So yeah, it is a little weird.
Well, all right, yeah. That, like, I thought they were bad about the other one. Like, the other one looked fire. I like that one. I want that one. Appreciate the Armani. Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to Black Flag as well. Like, well, that one was messed up. But the other one where he's like on the side of the building, that looked great. Yeah. I want that one. I'll get that one. That other one, I don't know what the fuck they were.
I do have. You can see I have the Mortal Kombat one up there by the helmets. And I did get when I went to see Masters of the Universe, there was one that was like a throne where Skeletor is on the top sitting on a throne, and at the bottom of the stairs is He-Man. I bought it just for the statue. You can open it and put popcorn in it, but I didn't care about that. So yeah. I saw like this hilarious video about like people just making fun of the popcorn buckets and like just charging ridiculous amounts of money for them, and
yeah, they have been ridiculous.
It is getting a little obnoxious.
I feel like I feel like some of the companies are definitely leaning into the meme, like, and just doing it on purpose to see how dumb they can make these and still have people pay for it.
Right. But yeah. Anyway, so, I don't know.
It's a little weird, but yeah, I've literally never gotten one.
I loved Masters of the Universe. It's not a perfect movie.
I'm shocked.
It's not a perfect movie, but it's a fun movie. And when it comes to adapting these things, I don't think you could hope for better. You know, there is some cringe stuff in there. Like a lot of the Earth stuff is a little cringe. But then they leaned into it super hard with Skeletor and some of the Earth stuff. And it was so funny and so, like, it was so great. You would not even know Jared Leto was Skeletor. Like, I thought Skeletor's voice was great. You know, it was a fun movie. It's set up for a sequel. I know it's bombing, but from what I understand, Amazon doesn't necessarily care because all of this is just house money. This was a movie that they would have thrown up on Prime otherwise.
Right.
So, like, you know, whatever they make at the box office, they make. I think they're at like around 100, and I think the budget was like 200. But they set it up perfectly for the sequel. The last scene where they're all laughing is just straight out of the cartoon. The credit scenes were great. I had so much fun watching it. I just loved it. I really did.
I'll have to catch up on all the live action adaptations when they come to stream. I haven't seen Mortal Kombat, Master Universe. I got to see Street Fighter, and also I haven't seen Mandalorian Grogu. I was waiting for Disney Plus for that as well.
I feel like a lot of people were. I mean, Mandalorian Grogu, I will listen to the arguments from people that say that could have just been a series. I enjoyed watching it in the theater. I loved it. It was really good to me. I liked watching it as just one experience and not having it broken over episodes. I have tickets for Supergirl. I have tickets for Spider-Man, and we're gonna go see the Odyssey. So I have those on tap. I'll probably go see Street Fighter, but
yeah, I do want to I do want to see Toy Story 5 and Disclosure Day.
What is
And
Disclosure Day? I keep hearing about this.
that's the new Steven Spielberg Alien movie.
Oh, got you. Yeah, I don't care.
I'm a sucker for Steven Spielberg and alien movies. He's always in his bag when it comes to that.
Yeah, I'm sure it's good. It's just not. I want to go back and see Masters of the Universe again. Actually, I saw that literally the night before. I like we got home from the movie, and I was on the plane like 9 hours later.
Yeah, I haven't been going to theaters that often, but yeah, there's so many ones now that I'm interested in, so I might have to switch things up. It's just I haven't gone to theaters much since my local one closed down because the nearest AMC is like a half-hour drive.
Yeah,
it's kind of a pain in the
I have
ass.
one that's very close. I have one that's like about 4 miles away, and it's
Yeah.
a showcase, so they have Coke. So I do not like going to Pepsi theaters. It's a big no for me.
I don't drink soda, so it doesn't matter to me.
I only like to take Coke, and I only have it when I go out. Usually, so I don't keep it in the house. So I like have to specifically leave if I want to have it. But I really only drink Diet Coke, and I love going to a movie and having just movie theater popcorn with lots of butter on it and a Diet Coke. Like that is just perfect.
I like the butter popcorn. I feel like butter popcorn at this point is the best value because shrinkflation has just kind of fucked everything. Like
Yeah.
like when I went to the AMC I go to now, since it's the only one nearby, I used to go there because I love the seats. They have amazing seats, but they also used to have really good nachos and pretzel bites. Like you got a lot of them, and they were really good. And my local theater had one of the dine in your seat things, so the food was better. The only thing they didn't have is like a lot of pretzel bites. Theirs were like really small, but AMC's was much superior, and I am a pretzel bites guy, so that was like the only edge. But the last time I went, I got my usual nachos and pretzel bite orders, and they handed me like this little fucking bag of what the fuck is this shit? It was like a tiny bag of it was like they gave me like 6 nachos and like 8 pretzel bites. I'm like, what the fuck is this? It was like $30. I was like, bro, fuck out of here.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's everything. Everything is like that now. Like,
Yeah, like
everything is smaller.
I didn't mind paying a premium for like theater food because I understand like the business model, but the fact that you're not even giving us like reasonable portions now, I'm just like, yeah, now I'm just not going to support it at all. Like it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know. But popcorn, I actually have like a regular popcorn bucket. Like back when they were doing popcorn buckets, but it was just a plain bucket with something printed on it. You know, like when they used to do the cups, it was just basically, a plain cup with a printing on it. I have one of those buckets. I've started bringing it with me because they used to like. This is another annoyance at the theater. They used to butter the popcorn for you. Now they have these stations where you do it, and they fill the popcorn to the top, and like don't leave you any room. I would tell them I want it layered, so I would have them fill half the thing, put tons of butter on it, shake it up, fill the rest of the popcorn, then put tons of butter on it. That's perfection. So I started bringing this bucket with me now, and I'll pour half my popcorn into the bucket and like butter both of them and just eat out of 2 buckets. Because it won't give you anything extra, like dump it in.
Jay's definitely an expert at this point.
I'm gaming this. I've seen people that will they'll put like straws on it and like put the straw in the popcorn bucket so that it's like going down. I don't have time for that.
You don't have time to put a straw in and pour butter down it?
No, that's nonsense. I'm not doing that.
That sounds easier actually than what you're doing. What you're doing sounds like just complicated bullshit. And they're just
I just pour half of it into the bucket, and then like I'm able to put the butter on it and then just shake it naturally.
Yeah,
You're
Yeah, I
putting
just
a
bring
straw in, and it's
I
just
just
gonna
bring,
like.
yeah, I just bring a bucket with me all the way. Then I order a popcorn, wait for the popcorn, get the bucket, bring it over with my other bucket, pour half of it in, then butter it, and then put half of it in again, and butter it and shake it up. Yeah, why would I just take a straw and put it in and have my problem solved in 10 seconds? Like
Because
what?
then it all just builds into the bottom in one place. You can't like if you're gonna move the straw around, you're just gonna like move like have popcorn flying all over the place. So I don't know. It's too
Yeah,
too
only if you're like making it do flips. Just put it in and just a little stir it, like a little swivel. Like
yeah.
it sounds much easier than that expanded horse shit you're doing. But teach your own. Uh, the only I might go back to I like popcorn now with some M&Ms sprinkled on top, but
Yeah.
unfortunately their M&Ms are like $8 now, so fuck that shit. Yeah, I've seen people smuggling microwave popcorn. I've seen people smuggling fried chicken. People smuggling all sorts of shit.
I saw this video of it looked like it was staged, but like this lady sitting at the movie theater opens up a bento box and like the person walks up to him and just like stares at her and she just looks up like so
Yeah, like I feel like in most cases, like like you can kind of get away with that because like in the theater where they like go to your when they deliver the food to you, then you'll see more ushers walking around. But any other time, like you just never see anybody. Like so you can kind of just do whatever you want. Especially with the nice seats where the recliners are like kind of blocking the view from the back, so you're kind of have like a little bit of privacy, so you can kind of just sneak in whatever food you want as long as you can just get it through the front door, smuggle it in regular. Yeah, I wouldn't advocate for smuggling food in if they weren't like so fucking stingy with the portions, like
yeah.
like by all means overcharge, like we understand that's the game, but like don't take away the portions too, like then it just looks like you're actually scamming. Like I was fine paying the upcharge as long as I was getting like a decent amount of portions, but once you take away the portions, now I'm just like, well, fuck you. Like I'm not supporting this. It's fucking bullshit. Bring back real nacho and pretzel bite portions. I demand. I demand. I am officially protesting AMC concessions. I will never uh, pay money at concessions ever again at AMC until they restore the nachos and pretzel bites to the previous portions. That is a stand I'm taking.
Yeah. I don't think we're ever gonna see those days again because they know they don't have to.
I mean, they might have to.
It's not just them, it's like everywhere across the board.
Yeah, I mean, my hope is that eventually it won't be as shit, and the economy will kind of turn back around. First, we gotta get this dickhead out of here.
Yeah.
but I do miss it because it's so egregious. Like it's so those. I would literally be fine if they doubled the price if the portions were the same, because it's not like I go to the movie every day or anything like that. I would be fine paying extra if the portions were exactly the same. But the fact
Right.
that they're paying extra and they're not, and the portions are much smaller, I can't doubt that. You just hope theaters exist. That too. Like in 10 years, who knows? I mean, so far, theaters are mostly hanging on. The home theater craze hasn't fully taken over. I know people thought it would by now, but yeah, so far we've had like a string of movies that are keeping people going to the theater. So they're hanging on. I think it'll be a while. I think it'll take something crazy to replace like completely replace the theater experience. Maybe if there's like some big immersion tech that comes out where you basically like feel like you're in the movie. Maybe that'll make it so people are just staying at home. But I feel like in 10 years we'll still probably have movie theaters for the most part. Again, unless something crazy happens, which is always possible. Like you never know. Like it's crazy timeline we're in right now. The writers are definitely doing a little too much.
I just hope that they are able to keep improving theaters, because like if it's not in the main theater at my movie theater, I don't know if I even really want to go to the theater, because there are some screens where they are just not. There's no business looking that bad, and I
Yeah,
think that's the
that's
biggest. That's the biggest problem, is that like if you're gonna pay all this money, you should get a good show. You know,
yeah, and
like
there
I
and there are some theaters that are definitely smart enough to like try to like lean into like a better experience because what I can see happening is like maybe worst case theaters become more of a luxury experience where someone like kind of transforms it into like a place where you want to go, that you can experience, that luxury at home. But yeah, the theaters that are just like they're charging a fuck ton while like being shitty, yeah, they're not going to last. That's basically like how Blockbuster. That's basically how like Blockbuster like refused to adapt when Netflix first started gaining momentum. Like
yeah.
they just,
And the other crazy thing about that was I think they had a chance to buy Netflix too.
yeah, they literally the founders of Netflix literally went to Blockbuster, and pitched them Netflix. Like they pitched it to them, and they got laughed out of the fucking office. Yeah, well, last look who got the last laugh. They actually
You,
greenlit
you,
a show on Netflix about the last Blockbuster, which I think they did purely out of spite.
you know what's funny is my wife never watched The Office before, and because like all of our shows have ended for the season, that's like one that we're going through right now. And we
Uh,
got to this episode where Kelly was explaining how Netflix works,
yeah.
and she's like, yeah, so basically you put this list of movies that you want, and when you get this one and send it back, the next movie will move up to the list and they'll just automatically send that one to you. And I'm like, wow, this is crazy. There are probably people that watch this now and are like, what the fuck is she talking about?
Yeah, 100%.
Like like do we even remember the fact that that was actually like a thing, you know? It's crazy to like look back on
I
how that
remember,
aged, you know?
I remember, but I never actually used that Netflix service.
I did.
I, I was a Blockbuster kid until the end.
Yeah.
Until the
I
very
definitely used that version of Netflix. You know, it was fine because it was all prepaid shipping.
end.
You just
Yeah. I legitimately didn't use Netflix until it became a streaming app. The only like delivery service I used was, I think it was called GameFly? It was
yes,
it was the one where you can like, it was
get
essentially,
games.
it was like a digital blockbuster where you can order games and rent them, and then just send them back when you're done. I use that a lot.
Yeah, I did use that for a while too.
Yeah, that was actually fire. I mess with that one and got like it. Netflix though, yeah. Anything else, I stuck to Blockbuster. It was just something about Blockbuster. Going the smell, the colors, walking around, seeing all this. Like it was just a vibe. I just love Blockbuster. It was just a great experience. I'm just sad
And
that they.
as weird as it sounds, the hope that they would have what you wanted.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. Instead of like the shallow guarantee that because
Yeah.
everything's digital now, so there's no longer a fear of not getting the thing. It's like you just know you're gonna get it.
Yeah, there were times you'd go in there. I'm like, oh, I hope they have freaking, Mario Brothers 3 today. And oh man, somebody already rented it. Damn.
Yeah, like
So
no, like kids these days will never experience anything like that because anytime there's a new game or whatever out, you just like, oh, when's the game coming out, and then you just get it,
yeah,
download it instantly. It kind of it kind of made you appreciate games and stuff more. Not only just having it physically in your hand, but
mm,
the possibility that not only do they might not have it, but you might grab it, and this is the other bad thing. You bring it to the counter, and the clerk opens up the box, and you look at the disc, and the disc is like scratched the fucking shit. Now, fortunately, I had the repair kit. I actually bought the repair kit so that if I did have a Blockbuster game that was scratched, I could I could just repair it, or smudge or whatever like that. But those are the things you had to do back then to game. It was nice. Nice. I do feel like we kind of lost something when we kind of lost Blockbuster and just also the concept of midnight releases. I feel like there was just something magical that we as a society just are missing now from those experiences. I feel like they were actually magical. Like I used to go to midnight releases all the time for
Yep.
books, for video games. There was such a vibe. Like you would go there, you actually meet people. Imagine meeting people in real life. That have the same interests as you.
Yeah.
It was just so cool.
It's funny that you say that because I the manager at the old GameStop that I used to go to that closed, he actually posted on one of the community posts I made while I was in LA. I think it might have been the Jacksepticeye one. And he's like, "Oh man, I miss you coming into GameStop and all of our conversations and stuff like that." Now I just thought about it. I'm like, yeah, ever since that store closed, I just don't go to GameStop anymore. Like,
Yeah.
there's one that's about the same distance away, but I don't go anywhere else in that plaza. Their hours suck. Like, they don't open until like noon every day. And I'm like, I like to go in like right at 10 when they open, get my stuff done, and then, get on with my day. But like, you have me going in there at noon, that like kind of like messes up with, every like my rhythm, like it's weird. Like, cause like, my wife usually gets home around 3. So like it just makes everything complicated. So like I just don't go anymore. And but like I used to go into GameStop and we would just sit there and I would hang out at the register, at the side of the register, we just talk for like ever, It was fun.
I used to want to work at GameStop. That's usually one of my dreams. I wanted to be a professional basketball player. I wanted to retire and be a pro golfer. But before that, I wanted to work at, at GameStop. I fucking loved it at the time. EB Games,
Yeah.
yeah, there were midnight book releases when
Oh,
I
the
worked.
the famous Harry Potter one
Yeah,
when
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. When I worked at Borders, we actually hosted midnight releases for like our biggest books. We did it for when I was there. We did it for Harry Potter, and I believe we did it for Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, and we did it for one of the Twilight books. And it was fucking packed. We had a pretty big store, and it was absolutely packed. It was cosplayers everywhere. It was insane. We had activities, we had events. Yeah, I went to obviously I went to every Harry Potter midnight release. I actually had a bookstore that was like this that was right around the corner from me that also had a midnight release and a reading, and I went to that one as well. I was a sucker for any midnight release I can get to. I was there.
My old Borders is now a Buffalo Wild Wings. And somehow they outlasted Hooters, which is like just down the road from it.
Damn.
Buffalo Wild Wings, I will never understand people that go to Buffalo Wild Wings. Their food is nasty. Like they're like I would honestly rather eat like 7-Eleven chicken wings than
Can't be that bad.
they're terrible. They're so bad. I I will never go there. We used to go there like when there were UFC fights, and the food's just so bad. I just was like, I would rather not watch the UFC fight. Like, I do not want to. I don't want to get food here. This is terrible. It honestly like it feels like they went into the frozen food section of your grocery store, took something out of the freezer, and put it in the microwave. Like that's how bad their food is. One of my least favorite places. I will not go there whatsoever.
I think I went there like a couple years ago with my friend up in Delaware. I remember it being okay. I don't remember it being that bad. Maybe it's like a location thing.
I just think their boneless is terrible. I maybe their bone in is a little bit better, but like their boneless is just awful.
You eat boneless wings? Ugh.
Yeah, usually. I mean, at Hooters is the only place where I get bone in, and they're so good there. Their boneless are fine, but I just prefer bone in at Hooters. I love Hooter wings. They're so good.
I never order boneless wings. So I'm not a serial killer.
There are some places where the boneless is just so good. We've got some good places around here.
I tried boneless, and I just think bone-in wings are just so much superior. I can't do it.
Yeah, in some places for sure, but like not having to deal with bones and get really tasty chicken is just as good.
I can't remember the last thing I bought at work. It was probably a book because I used to, when I worked there, we had we got a very generous 33% store discount.
Nice.
So I bought a fuck ton of books. Like I literally have a library in my house now because of all the stuff I bought while I worked at Borders. I bought so much shit like all the time. It was great. I loved it. I miss my work homies. It was definitely my favorite of the retail jobs. I hated retail, but Borders was the exception. I actually enjoyed it. It got kind of shitty towards the end because when the store was having problems, like everyone's hours were getting cut and people getting shuffled around. It was kind of a mess. But before that, absolute amazing experience. I loved it. Sad that they horribly managed the business because it definitely should still be there. But yeah, it was just terrible management, unfortunately, from the higher ups that fucked it up. As is usually the case. It wasn't like another Blockbuster situation. Guys not know what they do. But I think we can wrap it up for this week. Thank you everyone for hanging out for our catch up of the After Show podcast. Always a good time. It's been a crazy month. I'm sure it's going to get even crazier. We got X-Men 97 season 2 next week. We got Supergirl. We're going to have reviews for that. Of course, we have the next part of the Marvel Rivals swimsuit special coming out this week. So that's the thing. And July, we know how crazy July is going to get. So I'm assuming Jay is going to watch X-Men 97 season 2 when it premieres. So we can.
When is that again?
I think that's next Friday.
Nice. Okay.
That's right. It's definitely next week. But
we don't have any big plans this summer because we're hopefully getting air conditioners installed in the next week or two, like actual units.
Nice.
So they are very expensive. So this is after just having that stupid electric panel installed. Look at how big that fucking thing is.
Yeah.
So huge.
I had a couple of AC units installed. The Mitsubishi ones that are both heaters and air conditioners.
That's what we're getting.
Yeah, I got one. I got one in here in my home office and one downstairs in the dining room. I paid like $5,000.
Oh wow. Yeah, ours with the install is like 16 for 2 heads and an outdoor unit.
Oof. Yikes. That was a lot.
But we've looked into it, and that's an accurate current price.
I got mine like years ago.
Yeah. So obviously going to be a little bit more expensive now, but it is what it is. What?
Fuck inflation.
Yeah, I know. But I have to have it. Like we had like a window unit. So like my office is in the basement and the window is like level with the ground. So we had one of those like portable units with the big hose that goes up to it.
Yeah.
It takes up a lot of space and it's annoying, but it did the job and I can't live without AC down here once it starts getting hot.
Absolutely.
Fortunately though, I have like 2 fans running right now and I guarantee you can't hear either of them. No. Shout out to Elgato with that wave technology.
Hashtag spawn.
Like, yeah, like you can literally see right behind me. There's that huge box fan, and it is on full blast. It is very loud, and can't even hear it.
Not at all.
And then I got another tower fan right there.
We can only hear your beautiful voice.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if that really was good, but whatever.
Was it? We'll catch y'all guys next week. Thank you, Casual Avenger, for your spirit once again guiding us through another successful show. Enjoy your deep dish pizza, my friend. I'm Sadot the Gamer,
and I am about Casual Avenger.
Zip it up and zip it out. Peace.